I'm not going to tell you the SSD I bought is the one you should get, but I do want to impart some quick tips you should know when shopping for this upgrade. Firstly, the maximum SSD size the PlayStation 5 supports is 4 TB. Secondly, you should get an SSD advertised as Gen 4 for fast load times. Currently, Gen 5 is the latest and fastest SSD standard. However, they are very expensive and the PS5 can't take advantage of the increased Gen 5 bandwidth. Therefore, it is a waste of money. There is no technical benefit. Thirdly, buy one that comes with a heatsink to dissipate heat, as that will prevent thermal throttling, which can otherwise reduce the performance and potential lifespan of the SSD. And finally, the cheapest SSD is likely to be a false economy, where savings have been made on cheaper parts and lowered quality control. Stick with established brands that offer a good warranty period. You don't need to buy the most expensive one. Look for something in the mid-range price range of the given capacity is your best bet. We've already begun here, so just follow along and you'll see it's not technically difficult. It takes a couple of minutes from start to finish. The first step is locating and removing the correct panel to reveal the SSD slot compartment. Using a small Phillips head screwdriver, unscrew this screw. I'm lining up the SSD and noting which hole the end of the module lines up to, ready for the next step. Remove this screw and be slightly careful, it holds a loose spacer that we will be using, so you don't want to lose it. Place the spacer onto the hole that matches the end of the SSD module. With the pins pointing towards the middle of the console and the heatsink facing up, insert the SSD into the socket. Just a light amount of pressure is required to seat it into place. Use the retention screw to secure the module. Replace the compartment cover. And finally, line up and snap the cover panel back into place. When you turn on your console for the first time after the installation, you will be instructed to format the new drive. This only takes a few seconds. Take note of this message, as that's where we're going next. To install games onto the new drive, we need to instruct the console to use it as the default location for new downloads. We now get an additional option in the settings where you manage your game downloads. You can now move games between the console storage and your SSD, and vice versa, to balance the spread of data across them. And finally, this is a demonstration of launching from both locations to test the game loading speed. Right after this, I'm going to end the video. The result I discovered is my new SSD was slightly faster than the stock console storage, but as you can see here, it's not a difference that really matters.